Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with Subhub episode 2. Now this time we're going to be taking on the UU tier. So if you'd like to submit a set for Subhub for the next episode, which will be next Sunday. I'm trying to make this every Sunday. I don't really want to schedule, but I think Sunday is the best day for me to upload this because I feel like I have an entire week to do it, even though if I said Monday I would still have an entire week, or Tuesday an entire week, etc, etc. But yeah, this would be uploaded every Sunday at around 4 p.m. Eastern, around that time. So the next episode of Subhub will be RU. Now, it's not going in any particular order, it just so happens that I did OU first, then UU, then RU. But the week after next week, I might do OU again, or Ubers. I'm not going up or down any specific tier, though I am following the main tier, so that would be OU, Ubers, UU, RU, NU. Don't really want to do Little Cup, but these are the tiers I'll be following. And if some people are saying, are you doing PU? PU is technically NU, so if you submit a set for PU, I just take it for NU anyway, even though PU is like the bottom of the barrel. But yeah, before we actually go over the 4 teams that I have built, or the first team rather, as you can see right here, Cassie's T-Spikes, I just want to give a shout out to the people on Twitter who submitted or drew fan art and tweeted at me. So the Zet, amazing Fabio right here. Fabio wishing for a great season. Hashtag Bronze Heretics. I really appreciate it. Lady Kubu 83 or 59. Sorry. I wrote 83, but it's 59. I wrote 83 because it says 83%. She drew a Mungus from my UCL team, 83% right here, with the Rocky helmet on. Not even bad. That's actually pretty sick. This drawing is actually amazing. Last but not least, my boy Giovanni actually made, well, what's my new channel icon? Don't worry guys, Whitney still bae. I'm still using her everywhere as much as I can, but I really like this. He drew Fabio with me in my Drop a Draco hoodie. Capture the jawline, I guess. Saw people saying that. And I love how he put a Miltank hat on top of Fabio, so it's really awesome. You guys are very talented, and thank you. Honestly, I love all this artwork. I will be showcasing, if I get artwork in between the weeks, I will be showcasing it in every single Subhub episode, just because I not only want to say thank you, but I feel like I want to show what you guys do, because still, it blows my mind that people not only can draw like that, but also that people would take the time to draw like that for me, and that's still really cool. But yeah, the first team we're going to be using this week, it's a Mega Houndoom team with Toxic Spikes and Curse Snorlax. Now first off, we have Mega Houndoom submitted by Skinon with Dark Pulse, Fire Blast, Nasty Plot, and Super Fang. I thought it was pretty cool because Super Fang combined with T-Spikes is actually really nice, because I'll automatically do half their HP, so whatever they're at, I'll automatically do half of that. So if something comes in, like a Blissey for instance comes in, catch 50% from this Super Fang, take some Toxic Spikes damage, and I can Nasty Plot up and blow it back eventually. Next up, Blaze Latias submitted offensive Suicune. Suicune's actually one of my favorite Pokemon, but it's Hydro Pump, Calm Mind, Ice Beam, and Hidden Power Electric. I wanted a water resist, especially because I did have Houndoom, and we were going with the Fire, Water, Grass course, so Bowie actually submitted this Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Hidden Power, Fire, Toxic Spikes, Rose Raid. Now, it actually had Technician over Natural Cure, even though that did boost Hidden Power Fire's power. I really thought that Natural Cure would be better, just in case I can switch this thing into Scalds if needed. Dennis PD submitted the sub Focus Punch, Shadow Punch, Earthquake, Golurk with Iron Fist. I thought it would be really cool, especially combining it with Toxic Spikes. Again, just Toxic Spikes racking up damage, and this thing doing work, especially because these 3 Pokemon can already beat something that walls, this being Gligar. Mies submitted Curse Snorlax, and I thought it'd be really nice as well, because T-Spikes plus Curse Snorlax is like a win. It's basically a win in UU. The only thing this doesn't touch is Ghost types, and T-Spikes plus the rest of my team deal with that. And Spider Monkey 368 submitted a Focus Sash Skill Swap Azelf, which is pretty nice because I've been facing so many Espeons, and I can just give them my Levitate and then set up my Stealth Rock. So really cool first team. We're almost 5 minutes in, but Subhub guys is going to be a lot longer than my normal videos. It's most likely going to be an hour every single time, maybe more depending on how long it takes, because I do 2 battles with every single team that I have. Sometimes more if a battle someone forfeits right away, but we're going to be looking for a battle, guys. I'll pause it until we find one. We'll be right back. Alright, so we have found a battle right away. Now my opponent does not have a defogger, so I could probably lead off with my Rose Raid and actually get up a Toxic Spike as quickly as possible. or I could lead off with my Azelf and actually get up my Stealth Rock. Houndoom puts in so much work. Skinon puts in so much work versus this guy's team, especially after I nasty plot up, which I can pretty much do freely versus maybe Cresselia. I'm pretty sure this is Scarf Mienshao. We'll actually find out right now because I'm going to lead off with my Azelf, get up my Stealth Rock, and proceed to pressure him. He does not have a Defogger. Cresselia could be an issue, but then again, not really. Because I have Houndoom, Golurk, as well as Curse Snorlax, which just... What the hell just happened? Friend? Did anybody see this? Is anybody seeing this? Oh my god. Okay, it's gone. My Showdown just got infiltrated by another page of this. But I'll pause until my opponent picks a move. We'll be right back. Alright, so he chose to lead off with his Mienshao, which is fine because I get to find out whether this thing is Choice Scarf or not. It is not. So that is perfect for Houndoom. I can get up... well, actually, my smartest play is actually going right for Psyshock right here. Not going for my Stealth Rock because I can Stealth Rock out versus anything on his team, and Psyshock would knock out his Mienshao. So I'm actually going to go for Psyshock right here just in case he chooses to stay in and U-turn, predicting my Stealth Rock, as he makes the smarter play and goes out into what I'm expecting to be a physically defensive Arcanine. Or no, it's not actually. It's an offensive one. It doesn't matter because I have max HP. So at 263, I'm definitely living extreme speed. So I'm definitely just gonna go for my. I just said that a bunch of times, but I'm gonna go for my Stealth Rock right here, as he's more likely gonna Flare Blitz me or Wild Charge, as he chooses to go for Close Combat. So that's actually really nice because he's forced to. He's either forced to switch out or he's gonna. Or Extreme Speed. That might be Banded. That looks like Banded. So I'm actually just going to Explode just in case he wants to go out to Cresselia, as that is his play of choice. Now, he did get off that Intimidate, and that is a Cresselia, so it's not going to do too much, but I see no item on him, so I think we're going to take this as an opportunity to Mega Evolve with our Houndoom and go right for Dark Pulse. We are risking the Thunder Wave and a Cobra Berry. It might actually also live this. I'm not sure. It could just be dual screens Cresselia. I'm not really sure, but either way, I could still win with my Golurk versus his team. So I'm just going to Dark Pulse, Mega Evolve and Dark Pulse. If he wants to go Vaporeon, perfect. I get up my T-Spikes. Also, Curse Snorlax can win if I curse up like maybe once. So he actually switches out into that Vaporeon, as I am able to get off that Mega Evolution, which is perfect because I do get the speed. And that actually does a decent amount, 31%. I'm not going to lie, that's decent. I can definitely take him on after a Toxic Spike. So speaking of which, I'm going to go out to Bowie right here and get up that Toxic Spike as he wishes up. Probably going to go out to Arcanine. I do not mind that too much. I am just going to go for that Toxic Spike right here. He can also Protect if he wants, or go Cresselia. But once I get up that T-Spike, it will be hurting his Mienshao as well as this Vaporeon, which is on the field. Suicune, after a couple Combines, won't actually be taking anything from him either. So I'm going to be able to get up that Toxic Spike as he goes out into his Cresselia. Now, I kind of want to get up the second layer of Toxic Spike. But I think it's better if I go directly into my Snorlax right here. I don't want to go out into Houndoom just in case he chooses to go for... Well, he's definitely not going for a Psychic move. I have this. I could go for that second layer of Toxic Spike, but I want to preserve this thing's HP for just easily switching it on Vaporeon, maybe an Ice Beam as well as his Healer List. So I'm going to switch out into my Mii's, as I can take any hit this thing wants to go for and proceed to... It is a dual screen variant. Okay. I'm going to proceed to Curse Up. Actually, no, that's not good. Yeah, I'm gonna go out into my. I'm gonna go out to Golurk because I can spam Focus Punch versus whatever comes out. He did get up that Reflect, but I will be able to sub right here as he. Why do you have Toxic? The reason I went out to this Pokemon is because I didn't want him to be sub SD Cobalion and blow me back. But I'm just gonna go for Focus Punch just in case he wants to switch out into something predicting my Shadow move, my Ghost move. Because if he goes out to Cobalion, at least I could do some damage to him, as he chooses to go for Reflect again. I do not mind that. Let him stall out, or let him wear out his own screens, to be honest. Roser is the better play right here. That's unfortunate that he had Toxic, but they get predicted. This can definitely... Does he not have an attack on this thing? Just gonna go for HP Fire, expecting him to want to go out to Cobalion right here, doing a bit of damage to him. It's not gonna do much at all, but the point is to make sure he cannot sub up with this Cobalion, as he has leftovers. So that's great because that means that it means he does not have a Salac Berry or anything like that. So I'm actually just gonna go for the Hidden Power again as he goes for Stealth Rock. I was expecting an SD or something, but Hidden Power is just to weaken him to the range of Dark Pulse. Although Cobalion could easily take that Dark Pulse, but again, just gonna go for HP or hidden power right now, as I'm able to do a nice amount of damage to him. Unfortunately, I think I have to hit a Fire Blast versus this thing, which is a little bit scary. Just gonna sack my Golurk right now. I'm not expecting him to have sub SD Stealth Rock and then just mono Iron Head, but he has Zen Headbutt right here. So maybe he could have been that set, as I'm just going to go for Shadow Punch just in case he wants to switch out into Cresselia, predicting like an Earthquake or something, and get up more hazards, but he actually cannot touch my Houndoom. But I can't risk, he doesn't have close combat, but I can't risk being in range of just Fake Out from that thing. So I'm just going to go for Fire Blast right here. If he wants to go out to Vaporeon, completely fine. He'll be taking Stealth Rock, the Fire Blast damage, the Poison, and thankfully I do connect. Get a crit, didn't matter. Knew he spread, it also didn't matter because he was at 44%. That's also another thing. But now Mienshao has become more of a problem. That Toxic really caught me off guard. Definitely. Vaporeon can come out. Heliolisk ends up coming out. Can this ashy Pokemon even survive this? Huh? You have dry skin, bro. Calc. Thank God that those on my my keyboard's like messing up, so I'm very happy that works. Heliolisk. My M button doesn't work. How the hell am I going to put this? My U button doesn't work either. Okay. We'll find you, bro. I swear. Good lord. Okay, yeah. This ashy Pokemon dies. Get out of here. And it's Scarf. Perfect. Well, that was sarcasm. But at least it means that, well, one, I win with Curse Snorlax at this point because Cobalion's gone. And two, I can just Calm Mind up right here, and he is locked into he's locked into Heliolisk. Yes, he is. He was born a Heliolisk, and he's locked into that. Maybe with the technology we have nowadays, he can change whatever the hell he wants. But I'm just gonna Calm Mind up right here and get off as much damage as possible on this thing. And again, I don't want to Toxic me, but you know what? Forget this. We're cursing up. I gotta keep cursing up because you know my Curse Snorlax is gonna win this game, and the more I curse up, you know, I'm not a fan of cursing. The more I curse up, I can, the better chance I have of beating him. And if he wants to reflect right here, that's fine. The point of curse is to just get defense raises. That way I can beat him. Not that way I can take hits from his Mienshao, not to necessarily break through his team. Though at the end of the day, Snorlax is gonna win the game. Assuming I'm not even sure how much Mienshao's attack does, and I can't even calc because I don't have an M on my computer. I'm gonna go for Return right here just in case he wants to switch directly into Mienshao. He actually goes out to Arcanine, so maybe with the +1 it's gonna be neutral, but also with the Reflect Up, maybe I can knock him out with the poison damage, as I am able to knock out Arcanine, which is pretty big. Arcanine being a big threat, and I'm gonna attempt to Curse Up later. Mienshao, we'll see if it has Regenerator when it comes back in. Well, no, he won't. Because he's in it. Well, actually, if he takes Stealth Rock damage from full, we know he has Regenerator. So, Arcanine goes down, which is really nice because that's something that could have threatened my Roserade, though his Mienshao is already a threat and a half, and I'm going to have to sack something versus that. Mienshao is going to come out. It does have Regenerator, so that means it doesn't have Reckless, and I can potentially live hits from it. So, I'm actually going to switch out into my Roserade right here. If he goes for Fake Out, that's fine. I'm going to have to rest and win later as he goes for High Jump Kick. That does a hell of a lot. Good lord, calm down, bro. As I'm just going to attempt to go for Sludge Bomb right here. He's most likely just going to knock me out with U-Turn or Knock Off, whatever he wants to do. I do not mind that though. Sludge Bomb hits everything on his team anyway. Again, I'm going for the Curse Snorlax win. It's going to be a little bit hard. Maybe I should have calced how much the High Jump Kick did, but it's not that possible when you don't have an M. Alright, you know what? I'm borrowing this M from you, Mega Houndoom. Nice. Nice! We living! Life Orb. High Jump Kick at +1 defenses. This is way too much. And this is Reckless? Yeah, that's not even Reckless. Yeah, I would have died that no matter what, so that's fine. He goes for High Jump Kick again. As I can go out into my Suicune. I think I have to make a play. Predict him to want to switch out into either Cresselia or Vaporeon. I'm actually going to go for Calm Mind. If he goes for High Jump Kick right here, then I kind of lose. It would suck to start it off with a loss, but nothing I can do. I think I have to go for Calm Mind, expecting his U-turn. If he goes for High Jump Kick and he loses Mienshao, he straight up loses to Snorlax. I don't think he'd risk losing right there. Alternatively, I could make a double into my Snorlax, but what would that do if he goes for U-turn? So yeah, it goes for U-turn, as I am going to be able to Calm Mind up, and as Vaporeon is going to come out. And what I can do is, can I win this? Maybe. Go for Calm Mind again, because I want more leftovers, as well as I want to waste a turn of his as he goes for Wish. So what I can do is knock him out with the HP Electric, and I think that puts me in range to that. If he protects, that's even better, because he sacks his he sacks his another turn, and I get another turn of leftovers, and then I can knock him out in the following turn. So I'm pretty sure plus 2 HP Electric will blow back this Vaporeon right now. And if he wants to switch out, that is fine. If he switches out in the Heliolisk, I'll sack my Suicune just to get up a curse or two with my Snorlax, as he lets me knock him out, which is really nice. And Mienshao can definitely come out, or Heliolisk. Heliolisk, of course, being a threat. Mienshao is the Pokemon that he chooses to bring out. Smart on his part. I'm just going to go for Ice Beam as he goes for Fake Out. And I think we might have to play off either a high jump kick miss or something along those lines. If he goes for high jump kick right now, I'm pretty sure I can live it. I think his better play is going for U-turn, as nope, I do not live it. And you know, my only play is going off a high jump kick miss, so I'm going to go for it right here. That Toxic really caught me off guard in his Cresselia. I was not expecting that. I was expecting maybe Psychic and Lunar Dance or Moonlight or something, but I'm just going to go for Rest right here, as it is my best play. I have to play off a high jump kick miss. It is hacks, but you know, he's more likely to connect anyway. But if he doesn't, I get off the rest, and then I beat his entire team with Snorlax, so it's my best play no matter what. We're gonna pause it? Or not? Are we? You gonna click high jump kick, bro, or are you gonna switch out and potentially choke? There's also a play you could do. I don't mind that. I'm gonna pause him though until he picks him over. Right back. Yeah, his high jump kick does connect, and he's able to knock me out. Good game, dude. Sorry, there was only 1G there. But as you can tell, this is definitely going to be a longer episode. That battle took 11 minutes. We're already at almost 20 minutes. So I'm going to pause until we find another one. We'll be right back. Definitely messed up. I just felt like I wanted to say this because I want also people to learn. Maybe I should have scouted for the Scarfeeler list. I don't know if he calced how much it would have done, but yeah, definitely should have scouted for that. But then again, I would have been in range of Fake Out the Stealth Rock damage. But we actually got another game. Oh, God. Dude, this team is disgusting. We found another game, and doesn't have a defogger. I'm gonna lead off with my Azo, get on my Stealth Rock. What is this disgust? I mean, he's Curse-Lax fodder. Like, 5 out of 6 of his team just loses to Curse-Lax. If I can weaken Machamp or even get any damage off on it, Curse-Lax just wins. Houndoom also can have fun versus my opponent's team. So, oh, perfect. I'll take this right now. I'll trade Stealth Rock for getting off a Psyshock on his Machamp any day. Nice. As he goes for Dynamic Punch. Okay. I'm gonna switch out to Rose Raid on what I'm expecting to be a payback, praying for my miss, praying for my confusion hit. I want to save my Azoth because I can still get up those. Stealth Rock, and also he could also switch out into his Alomomola and attempt to go for Wish right here. So I rather switch out to Rose Raid, switch out to my Rose Raid on a potential payback or something, or a knockoff, as Alomomola does come out perfect, and this is not a Pokemon he appreciates. This is not a Pokemon he appreciates. So I'm going to go back out into my Azoth right now, expecting him to want to go out into his Blissey, honestly, and then I can get up my Stealth Rock and proceed to work from there. If he goes for Wish, that's on him, but I'm pretty sure Blissey's coming out. Or Bomb still comes out. That's even better, because I can go right for my Stealth Rock, and I'm going to go for Skill Swap. Give me your... I'm just kidding. I'm going to go for my Stealth Rock right here. He could fear the Fire Blast, which is something I'm expecting him to fear. And this will work out for me. I'm surprised he went out to that because Sludge Bomb was my best play that turn, just to get off damage. But I wanted to bring in my Azoth, be a bit more aggressive, and get at the Stealth Rock as quickly as possible because I am going for the Curse Lax sweep. So gonna be able to go right out into my Mega Houndoom and believe fire off a Super Fan. I think so. I want to force something to. He's not staying in with this Abomasnow. I want to force something to Wish Up. So what the hell? What a great play. Okay, I'm getting blown back because my opponent's maybe he's predicting me, but that was okay. Let me just go for my best plays. It doesn't matter. I still won with Curse Lax, but why? I don't understand that play. Why? Oh well. I guess he was sacking his Abomasnow. I don't know. He got me. He got me, I guess. It doesn't matter. Curse Lax just wins anyway. My champ is already low enough to the point where it cannot switch in on anything, and I get up curses versus the majority of his team. So Hydreigon can come out. Not the worst Pokemon, honestly. I could save this Pokemon. I feel like Golurk doesn't do too much the majority of this game, so I'm actually going to sack my Golurk right here to get this re-switch. I'll get the switch rather into my Suicune. Also, if he wants to U-turn, Golurk has a good matchup versus some of his team, bar the Alomola, but I'm gonna go for Focus Punch. Yo, I guess. Why is he smiley facing at me? Huh? I was sacking my Golurk. Again, I could save. Wait, why is he smiley facing? I want to laugh. But he's able to knock me out with that, as I am going to go out into my Snorlax, and I believe just click return. Don't want his Machamp coming out, and again, I can just return something right here. If Machamp tries to bring out Machamp right here, I'll knock it out, as Alomola is going to come out. He does have a Rocky Helmet. I'm just going to Curse up right now and proceed to win the game. I guess he could double into Machamp right here if he really wants to. But again, I can just Curse up and win the game. Curse Snorlax was going to win this game anyway, especially when Machamp got weakened, as he tries to Wish right here. So I am able to get that defense drop, which is really, really nice. I guess his Nidoqueen could have Roar, but I'm going to be able to go right for the return right here. Do a decent amount of damage, roughly 32% to... goes for Scald Burn. What a... Why? I don't want Machamp coming in. I have to go for a return right here. I don't want Machamp coming in on my potential rest. I want to kill Machamp. He has to save his Machamp. He's going to Wish right here and then bring out Machamp, but return is still a better play than going for rest right off the bat, because then I have to play around with a Sleep Talk. Though a Sleep Talk Curse would be fine versus Machamp as well. I'm going to be able to... Would you bring out Machamp right here? That's a... I don't know. He stayed in with his Abomasnow versus my Houndoom. I don't want to make a poor decision by doing that. And he also gets me low. You know what? I'm just going to rest up. If Machamp comes in, then Machamp comes in. And I can eat a hit up from Machamp anyway. I don't know if he'd bring that in, though, but I'm not sure, honestly. So he brings out the Nidoqueen, which is fine. Unless his Nidoqueen has rest, I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to Sleep Talk right here and hopefully get up Recurse or Return. Roar. My bad. I said rest. Roar. Hopefully I get a Curse or a Return. If he tries to bring out Machamp, I hope I get a Return. It does not do too much at all. It's not a 3-hit KO. And, I mean, it does a lot, definitely. But it's not a 3-hit KO, which is the important part. So I'm just going to go right for Sleep Talk again. As I want. If I get another Curse, that's perfect, because Machamp then has to beat me with Confusions or crits. And, of course, it could crit me, which would be annoying. But, again, the more I Curse up, the more I can eat up Machamp's hits. So, +2, I'm definitely not dying to Dynamic Punch at this range, as he actually goes out to Alomola. As I am just going to Curse up one more time. Assuming he wants the Wish Pass that is on him, I do not mind that, because, like I said, Curse Lax Knees is just going to be able to come through. So I'm going to pause it until he makes a move right back. So I was able to get off that Curse on his Wish. Now, he kind of has to go for Scald and try and bring out Machamp after I get burnt. So I'm actually going to go for, or Toxic is fine. I'm actually going to go for another Curse, because, again, it's not getting greedy. It's trying to make it so I don't lose. I want to be able to blow him back with this thing. So I'm going to go for Return right here. If I rest, he's going to try and bring out Machamp, and then it's on a Sleep Talk turn. If I get Return, then I win. Do I just want to risk that? I'm so impatient. Just going to go for a Return right here. Holy crap! Get blown back. I'm actually going to rest on his potential Protect right here. As I'm expecting that to be his play anyway. Yep. And that gives me 2 chances to Sleep Talk and attack onto his potential Machamp. So he can try and Wish Pass, which will be fine. And also, if I return twice in a row, I can win as well. Of course, it's me getting a little bit impatient, but might as well. You feel me? But I get the return right there, which is nice. As again, just gonna attempt to Sleep Talk right here. If he brings out Machamp, then one, Machamp has to confuse me to death, and also if I get a return, Machamp dies, and I kind of win the game. So we'll see what I get. As I do get the return, so Machamp is gonna die. I kind of want to drop a smiley face just because he dropped one at me. But that, I don't play. I'm not gonna say that was a bad thing, but I'm not gonna play bad with bad. So Oh man, this guy got me though when he stayed in with Abomasnow. You know what? I'm gonna give him that. That was fine. He definitely blew me back with that turn. But now Curse Snorlax just honestly just sweeps his entire team. Like I said, it would do a team preview once I get off that damage on Machamp. I guess I got a little bit lucky right there, but Machamp's Dynamic Punch would do about 25 to 30% to this Lax at this bulk, and he would need full confusions, and he would have to get lucky in order to win. But Blissey is going to come out, and Blissey, I don't care if it's counter Blissey, it's not going to be able to live this Snorlax's return no matter what. And I'm going to be able to knock it out with this plus. This is +4. This is a +4 return, so Blissey's gonna die. I think I just killed an entire army of Blisseys, and Happini's right there, and even a Chansey or two. Even though with the Violite, maybe he could have lived it. But Alomola is gonna come out, and I can just curse up on this thing. He's gonna protect anyway. Get it to +6, and then proceed to sweep him from there. So I'm just gonna go right for the return right here. Well, there's no point in going +6, right? Is there? I don't even know. He has to Wish Protect Stall anyway, so. He goes right for the Scald, not the Wish, so that's great because what I can do is just click return one more time. He either has to switch out and try and get Regenerator, or even if I get burnt, I'm pretty sure I knock him out, which I do not get burnt. So I am going to be able to knock out the Alomola right now, as I think Hydreigon has to come out and click Draco, or maybe Nidoqueen has to come out. But if Nidoqueen comes out, and let's say Hydreigon crits me, and then Nidoqueen can finish me off after that, combination of Suicune plus Roserade wins, so I'm just going to go right for the return right here just to knock him out. He does not crit me with that, and I'm able to knock out the Nidoqueen. And his last Pokemon, yo, Mies, putting the team on your back. As Hydreigon is going to come out. I guess he can try and flinch me to death. That could be a little bit annoying, but we'll go right for return and try and finish him off. As he does attempt to flinch me to death. It is his only play. That's going to be a good game. So, good game, dude. And let's actually look over the second team that we're going to be using. It's called, this team looks so cool, man. I'm really happy to use this. Somebody suggested an Iron Ball SD Lucario, just in case, for a Trick Room variant. Really cool. Vacant Coffin, really cool set. And then I looked around for stuff that could support Trick Room or had Trick Room. This guy submitted this Trick Room Cofagrigus, so that's awesome. This thing can really support the Lucario, and another person submitted a Trick Room, a Quack.X. Well, he nicknamed it Quack.X. The only reason I'm not saying their names is some people actually nicknamed the Pokemon as opposed to putting their name on it. So we got a Trick Room Porygon, a sub SD Abomasnow by Ian, which is really cool, or Ian maybe, which is really cool because it actually gives me something as a sort of stop to Suicune, because I can sub on a Scald so he can't burn me, SD up and smack him. We got a Life Orb Florges by Dioka, which is pretty cool also in Trick Room. It's also relatively slow, but it's mainly there just to sponge Dragon type attacks, lay off the pressure from Porygon, from Mixed Hydreigon, and also it's offensive, which is really nice. And Bushy by 98 submitted this Crobat, and I decided that I would want a bulky Crobat because, one, I want a Defogger since this team does not like hazards at all. It also does not have any hazards, and it also gives me a nice fighting resist, which could be kind of scary, especially because my Floridas and my Cofagrigus are offensive. So Knockoff, Poison Jab, Iron Tail, stuff like that, they would be very, very, very annoying to face. So I'm going to find a battle, and we've actually found one right away. My opponent hates SD Lucario. Yeah, boy. How do I want to do this? It's going to lead off a Mammoth. It is his only stealth rocker, I would assume. I could get up Trick Room with this. I feel like Cofagrigus is necessary for this thing, just in case it gets out of hand. Yeah, Lucario can sweep him if I get off a little bit of damage on his Suicune. And I think also sub SD Abomasnow can put in some work on this game. So I'm going to lead off with my Porygon because I can basically wall his entire team as he leads off with Blastoise. And it's going to be a little bit scary. This Blastoise is going to be a little bit of an issue, but I'm just going to go for Trick Room right here, as he is going to go for Aura Sphere. Does a hell of a... Good lord, calm down. As I can go out to my Florges, which has no switch-ins on my opponent's side. I can fire off a Moonblast on this Blastoise. I guess he could go out to Suicune, but then I can fire off an Energy Ball after that. He does not have a Fairy Resist on his team, so I'm going to be able to fire off a Moonblast as Umbreon is going to come out, not the counter, though it does take it okay. Not that okay, though. But I'll be able to fire off another Moonblast. If I get rid of Umbreon, that's really nice for my Cofagrigus, as he is going to go for Protect right there, and I kind of want to predict his... What do he bring in? I kind of want to predict his Suicune, so I want to go for Energy Ball, but I don't think I have to make that play. I can just go right for Moonblast, as Suicune is going to come out, and again, I didn't feel I had to make that play, as that does a lot anyway. Not even bad. I'm actually going to go for Energy Ball right here, as he gets the special attack drop. So again, this is really nice, as he goes for Scald, and I'm able to hit him with a Life Orb Energy Ball, knocking him out. Suicune being the biggest threat, that opens up the door for Lucario so much. So Mamoswine is going to come out, and this thing sweeps my entire team. Kind of want to save this Pokemon. I feel like Crobat doesn't do too much except block the Defog, so I'm actually going to go out into my Crobat on him when I'm expecting to be an Earthquake. If he goes for Ice Crash, which he does, predicting me, good play on my opponent's part, but I don't know how much it mattered right there, as I can go right out into my Asphagus and go right for HP Fighting, predicting him to want to bring out the Umbreon, and I'm not sure if that's actually Focus Sash, but I'm just going to Nasty Plot up right here on his Wish, and I think I'll Nasty Plot up again on his Protect. Yeah. That way I can get off even more damage. I can get up a Trick Room when I feel it is necessary, and I'm actually just going to go for Shadow Ball, just in case he wants to switch out. As he goes for Foul Play, gets a crit, a little bit annoying. He has Synchronize now, though, as I get a Shadow Ball crit as well, so that's nice. His is annoying, mine is nice. You know what, that's justice, that's why I said that. As he is going to go for Protect, and I'm actually just going to go for Trick Room right here. He cannot survive a +4 HP Fighting. I'm expecting him to realize this and expecting him to switch out, as he actually ends up going right for the Foul Play. So anticipating him to want to Protect right here, I'm actually going to go for Nasty Plot, as he gets me right there and gets another crit. I guess I'm playing this kind of wrong, and especially because I'm letting my Stealth Rockers die, but I'm also playing it that way I can just win with my Abomasnow if I can get rid of this. So I'm just going to go for HP Fighting right here. I don't care if he switches out into anything. I don't. I just want to blow back this Umbreon as he allows me to kill it. So that's really nice for me. Though I let my Porygon as well as my... let the majority of my team get really low. So, like my Porygon, for instance, I'm going to be able to recover off, though, versus his Mamoswine, as Slurpuff is going to come out, and I'm just going to go right for Shadow Ball, knock it out. So that's the potential Slurpuff sweep gone, and actually my my Abomasnow can sweep him right now, as well as my Life Orb Florges. Like I said, Lucario could have done it, but I don't think it's going to be able to right now. So I'm actually just going to go for Trick Room just in case he misses, as he goes for Air Slash, and he's able to knock me out. I'm pretty sure this can knock this thing out, so I'm actually just going to go out into my Mega Abomasnow, Mega Evolve, and go right for Ice Shard, attempting to knock him out. I don't mind if he goes out into his Blastoise, predicting this, though I kind of wanted to make the play of going for Seed Bomb. Doesn't even matter. I just get off damage on Blastoise, which is nice in general, as I just do not much at all. He's gonna go for Aura Sphere. Is it better to save Porygon to try and recover off, or I'm not gonna get up a Trick on this game. I'm gonna sack my Porygon, that way I can go out into my Florges, as he is gonna be able to knock me out with that Aura Sphere. But I can go out into my Florges. I can definitely live any hit he wants to go for. Now it's about if I want to go for Moonblast or the Energy Ball. I think Energy Ball is a smarter play. So he goes for Water Pulse again. This thing is maxed. This thing is like max defense. So what I'm doing is I'm actually putting him in range of. I was actually putting him in range of my Abomasnow's Ice Shard. So Blastoise, I can send out my Vacant Coffin right here and go right for Extreme Speed, knock him out, and I believe he has to go out into. I'm not sure if his Mamoswine actually has Super Power, but he goes out to Mamoswine though. Allowing me to damage it, which is really nice, breaking up potential Sash on him as he goes for Earthquake, and I can now just go right out into my Abomasnow and click the Seed Bomb. Even if he wants to switch out, it does not matter. He goes for Ice Crash. As long as he doesn't get like multiple flinches in a row, I'm good. Able to knock him out, and Noivern, this is 398 attack. You're 4 times weak to this. No way you're living this Noivern. I can, maybe you will. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But good game, dude, and Evan really putting the team on his back, and also that Florges, man. That Life Orb Florges was pretty sick, but we found another game, and my opponent's team has Fabio and Suicune, two very threatening mons to my team. I'm going to lead off with my Crobat, because it has a good matchup versus the potential, nice fire resist, Joey. has a good matchup versus the potential Mienshao. Oh, this is a threat and a half. I don't have a fire resist. I just want to go for Brave Bird and do as much damage as possible, putting him in rage at +2 extreme speed from my Lucario. Might be going for the Lucario sweep right here, as he does not burn me, which is really nice. I'm gonna go for another Brave Bird, even if he wants to switch out, as on him, because that gives me the switch out, or that gives me the switching rather into my. Oh wow, my phone's ringing. That gives me the switch into my Lucario, but I'm gonna Roost just in case he wants to get up Stealth Rock right here. I can defog them after that, as he chooses to go for Scald, and I think I'll Brave Bird because if he wants to knock me out with Scald, that's on him. Sorry about my phone ringing right there. It is in the background, but it's upstairs. I'm not going to go for it anyway. So he's able to knock me out with Scald, as I can go right out into my Lucario. Beat him up like Lucario. I'm going to pause it real quick, though. Alright, so now it's kind of tricky. I kind of want to SD up, expecting him to want to switch out and then just sweep him with this Lucario, but I don't know, because he can actually lose to it. So yeah, I kind of expected him to stay in right there. I get rid of his rocket, which is nice, because he got rid of my defogger, and if I SD'd up, I think my Lucario could actually have swept him. So he also doesn't know I'm Trick Room just yet, but Suicune is going to come out and let's see what threat. I'm actually going to go out to my Mienshao. My Porygon. I couldn't really risk going out into Abomasnow right there if he burnt me, and Porygon was a good mid play, as he is going to go for Sacred Fire. He does burn me right here. What I can do is just go right for a T-Bolt, just trying to do a bit of damage to this thing. I am plus special attack now because of download, and even if he wants to switch out, that's on him. He's letting everything get weakened though, which I am fine with. Fabio ends up coming out, and Fabio is very, very slow, but he Mega Evolved, so he allowed me to hit him with this Ice Beam, and I freeze him, and he thaws. That's Fabio for you. That's that luscious hair. That hair does not care. But he's gonna go for the extreme speed right here, as I can go right out into my Lucario and do a special attack. Like, he has to be banded. I'm gonna SD up. He's definitely banded. I'm gonna SD up right here as the Mega is gonna come out. Now, because I am max HP Lucario, I can actually live his attack and go right for Iron Tail and knock him out. I lived it even better than I thought, but I don't know why you're going for Bug Buzz. But I'm able to knock him out with the Iron Tail, as Suicune is going to come out, and Suicune is a threat. I want to kill it though, so I'm going to go for close combat. Hopefully he doesn't Scald Burn me, as he does not. So I'm able to hit it with the +2 close combat, doing a decent amount of damage, not going to lie. As I can go right for the extreme speed in the following turn, and what I basically did right there was prevented him from what's it called, from resting. So I'm gonna go on to my Abomasnow. I don't care if he goes out into Entei, because I'm planning to win with Microphagus anyway, and just hit that thing with the a Seed Bomb, as Fabio is gonna come out. And again, I have to keep my my Abomasnow alive, because I want to be able to win, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna be able to go for Ice Shard. I need to keep my Abomasnow alive, that way I can beat his Suicune. So Entei is gonna come out, and now it's decision time. I'm pretty sure my best play is going out into my Florges as fodder. Though Florges could have won the game, so maybe I should have thought twice about that. But he's able to knock me out with the Sacred Fire, as I can go right out into my Trick Room Crophagus and go for the Trick Room, as he actually switches down to Mienshao. So really interesting play on my opponent's part, allowing me to do damage to this. I'm actually going to Nasty Plot up, because I can knock out everything now, and he doesn't have any way of. I have 3 turns to knock out everything right now, so yeah, I think I just won the game right now. So Mienshao is going to go down, and Suicune will be outsped and goes down. Entei will go down at that percentage, and even if it doesn't, my Abomasnow cleans up. So Entei is going to go down, and then Suicune is going to come out and go down anyway. So yeah, I think actually sacking that, and he should have went for Sacred Fire. Sacred Fire was his best play, because he allowed me to get up the Nasty Plot and Trick Room. So he kind of threw away that endgame right there. I think I still could have pulled it out, but it would have been harder, especially if he burnt me. But that's the second team doing pretty well, not gonna lie. The third team is a bit more fat, well, sort of. It's called the King of Queens, because I have Nidoking, as well as this pretty cool. I have Life Orb, 4 attacks, Nidoking. A bunch of people submitted this set, but this is the one that I wanted the most, because I had these 4 moves. Mandabar submitted this: Sludge Wave, Flamethrower, Earth Power, and Ice Beam. Xavier, I don't know how you pronounce that. Submitted this really Heat type Nidoqueen with Thief, Stealth Rock, Toxic Spikes, and Roar, and a red card. So that's pretty cool. The The goal is to basically get up the Toxic Spikes and Stealth Rock and, you know, shuffle the team around. Bibero Thump submitted the Wish Baton Pass Umbreon, which is pretty cool with Pokemon such as Mienshao as well as Nidoking, because I Baton Pass out into them and they're threats and they just scare and destroy other Pokemon. El Fernando 9207 submitted the Combine Cresselia with Toxic Spikes. It definitely does work. Signal Beam for Hydreigon and opposing Cresselia. My boy Rody submitted a Life Orb Mienshao, which definitely appreciates Nidoking getting rid of the physical defensive walls like Gligar, Crobat, and stuff like that. Can Ice Beam them. And then Buso Renkin 55 submitted this Empoleon. It actually had Stealth Rock over Roar. I changed it to Roar because it fit the team. I know I do have Defog plus Toxic Spikes plus Stealth Rock, but I'm not going to go for Defog if I don't need it. But it's really cool because it does have a Shuka Berry, and it also allows me to beat the ground types that would otherwise threaten my Mienshao. So we're going to look for a game, guys, and I'll pause it until we find one. We'll be right back. You too, buddy. I don't have a U, so I'm just going to put 2. We found a game right away, and yeah, my U button isn't working. I'm trying to press it. That's what comes out when I press U, by the way. But we found a game, unfortunately, as a Defogger as well as an Espeon. Combine Cresselia can wreck them. That Beedrill is definitely a threat to me. I think I want to lead off with Nidoking has no switching anyway. I kind of want to lead off with my Empoleon because I can Scald if he leads off with his Beedrill. As he leads off with Espeon, that's fine as well. I'm just going to Scald that thing. I want to burn this thing as he goes for Shadow Ball. Does not do too much though. He does get a Spit F drop as I am able to go for Scald, and I get the burn, so I'm happy about that. I'm actually going to go for Roar just in case he wants to go out to Vaporeon, shuffle his team around a bit more. Why there's so many people, I don't know. They're watching you. But he phases me out, which is fine as well because it's something that actually has a good matchup versus him. So his only Pokemon to switch into this would be his Zoroark. So I'm just going to go right for Signal Beam. It also hits the Espeon as well. He lets me knock out his Espeon, which is fine by me because I can get up my my Stealth Rock versus his team now. He does get another Spadef drop though, as Beedrill is going to come out. I'm not sure if that's Beedrill though. Are you Beedrill? But I'm going to go out into my... That's a threat, man. Why is Beedrill a threat? We'll go out to Empoleon as fodder right now. Crobat's looking a little scary, but that is that Beedrill, as he is going to go for U-turn. And he could bring out Lucario if he wants, but I can just Scald that thing, and then that gives me a switch into my, that gives me a nice switch to my Mienshao. So I'm just gonna go right for Scald right here as he SDs up on a Torrent boosted Scald. Very interesting play on my opponent's part, as I am just gonna try it or attempt to knock him out with the next Scald as he's able to knock me out with the Drain Punch. But I can go out to Nidoqueen. I do have a red card, so I don't really care if he hits me. I can go for my Stealth Rock as he is gonna hit me with the Ice Punch. And I'm able to go for my Stealth Rock as Crobat isn't going to come out. And I'm just going to go for Thief on this thing if he wants to go for Thief. Give me your item. Oh my god, perfect. So Crobat's item is gone. Yummy Black Sludge. And I'm a Poison type. Delicious. So going to go for my Stealth Rock again as he's able to knock me out with the Brave Bird. But this thing needs to become a threat. Yeah, like I said, this thing was a threat the entire game. But Umbreon is a bigger threat to him because he has nothing to come in on a foul play. I'm actually going to Baton Pass expecting him to U-turn on out of there. And I want to get the switch advantage. I could have went directly into Nidoking, but I didn't want to take any damage anyway, as Lucario was his play of choice. So I'm going to be able to go right out into my Nidoking right now. And honestly, Earth Power is the best play right here, I think. Even if it goes Crobat, I don't really care. Earth Power is the best play as he goes for Ice Punch, outspeeding me. So he's Jolly Luke, but I am able to get rid of him. This is a scary game because that Peach is such a threat, man. But I can Moonlight up and Combine up with my Cresselia and win. Really depends on what set he's running on his that's Zoroark? Trying to trick me, bro? It really depends on what set he's running on his Vaporeon. If he has Toxic or Roar. But if he's Wish, Heal Bell, stuff like that, I can beat him. So I'm gonna attempt to go for Flamethrower right here. He's able to knock me out with the knockoff. And I can go right out into my Mienshao and go for knockoff right here. He's gonna protect. So I don't have a play. This is a threat. I gotta try and beat him with Combat Cresselia. Lucario, there's a reason. Is there a reason that was put in chat? What? I'm gonna have to ignore my opponent too. This team is a little bit weak, very weak to beat. I already knew that when I was making it, but go for knockoff right here, and I'm gonna try and go for U-turn. If he goes for Poison Jab, he knocks me out. and then just go out into my... This is bad. I'm gonna have to go for the I'm gonna have to go for Moonlight right here. If he wants to go for knockoff, that is fine as well. Actually, I'm gonna go for Side Shock just in case he goes for knockoff as he goes for U-turn. Now, see, I thought that would have been better for me if he did go for knockoff, because I would have been able to knock him out. And well, he actually ended up going out to his Zoroark. I'm just gonna say good game and forfeit. Good game, dude. So unfortunately, this team does not put. This team is really, really weak to Pokemon like Beedrill. Definitely, I already knew that when I was building it. It's part of the reason why I put that physically defensive Empoleon, but because of all those the death drops on Espeon, I got greedy early on in the game, definitely trying to get rid of his Espeon, that way I can get up rocks. Though that Thief was still cool. I don't care what anybody says. I won the battle right there just because I stole that Crobat's item. Call me Team Rocket right here. Rocket Administrator Joey. Rocket Leader Joey. But I'm going to pause until we find another one. Be right back. Alright, so we found another battle now. My opponent has like Spikes, a Defogger, Sticky Web, Stealth Rock. Can you not get up every single hazard in the entire game? But I'm actually going to lead off with my... Why does my Umbreon just destroy him? Why don't I have speed on this team? Lead off with my Empoleon as he leads off with his Frostlass, and I can just go right for Scald. I'm going to want this later to defog, but he ends up going right for Taunt anyway, so that is fine. Now, I'm going to lose my Pokemon to this, aren't I? While Nidoking is useful, I feel like knockoff Mienshao does the same thing that Nidoking does this game. So I'm actually going to go out to my Nidoking right here, as he actually ends up pulling, they'll call it a prediction. I'm going to attempt to go for Ice Beam right here, just in case he wants to switch on to Gligar for whatever reason. What's it called? Snorlax is his best play, 110%. But if he does try and go Gligar, I can knock him out with the Ice Beam, which is something that I would be very grateful for, because he cannot defog after that. So Snorlax is his best play, as he did choose to go with that. And I'll just be able to go out into my Nidoqueen, and hopefully he curses up a bit as he doubles into his ooh, the plays. I'm going to go for my Stealth Rock right here as he goes for Destiny Bond, and I'm able to get those up, and I believe I'm just going to go for Roar. If he taunts, then that is on him, as he goes right for the Spike. I do not mind that too much, as I'm able to phase him out into his Sharpedo, and I can take a hit from this. I know I can, but it's not worth the risk. So, because I want to steal Snorlax's item. Toxic Spike is actually really nice right here too. You get my Toxic Spike. Forget this, man. Let him hit me with this Waterfall. It's not going to knock me out. Or you can crit me. Sigh. Hey, but Nidoqueen got some revenge right there. Call it the Toxic Point. Not even bad, Nidoqueen. Not even bad. Umbreon was the better play right there, but I wanted to get up that Toxic Spike to force his Snorlax, force his Frostlass, force Shuckle, basically force him to defog. But I'm going to go right for my foul play right here, as he is going to bring out that Shuckle. And what is the better play? Yeah, I can just go directly into this and just spam Earth Power versus him. It's going to do a lot of damage. If he wants to get up Sticky Web, that's fine. I have a Defogger in the back, which can defog versus the majority of his team. And also this 2-hit KOs him, as he is going to go for knockoff 4K. No, it doesn't 2-hit KO him. That's unfortunate. But he is going to go out to... Huh? Okay. He is going to go out to Magneton right there, as he allows me to knock him out. Very interesting play on my opponent's part. I'm not going to lie, as Frostlass is going to come out, and I'm just going to go for Earth Power on this thing too. I don't mind if he debonds, as he's able to knock me out with the Ice Beam, but I'm going to go out into my Empoleon right here. It's kind of a 50-50, but I'm going to go for Roar. It's not taunting. I don't like this guy. This guy's outplaying me. Ooh. What do I need to win? Cresselia doesn't do anything versus his team, so I'm actually going to sack my Cresselia right now. That way I can defog later. I'm just going to go right for Psyshock and knock him out. I don't care if he taunts or debonds or anything. Cresselia doesn't win me the game. Thankfully, though, that works out for me as I'm able to knock him out. And fortunately, I do have Empoleon to Roar as well as get rid of the hazards, so I'm okay with that. All those hazards will be done. I don't know why he just switched into his Magneton, but he goes out to Gligar. And that is an interesting play. Why? He is going to SD up. Oh, he's going to try and pass that. Okay. SD up one more time. What is he passing that to? He's passing that to Snorlax? You good, bro? We'll go for Psyshock, as unfortunately I win a speed tie right there. Why is he passing at the Sharpedo after Mega Evolved? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I can go right for the Signal Beam right here, as he's going to knock me out with that, but my Mienshao already outspeeds you. Oh, it's a speed tie, I guess. That's annoying. I'm going to go for U-turn, though. I got to try and win the speed tie, I guess. Don't have Aqua Jet either. That'd be disgusting. But I'm able to win a speed tie, which is nice, as I can go out into my Gligar, and as I can go out into my Sugar Berry and Polion, and actually be able to defog versus Gligar, which is really nice. As Gligar comes out, and I can defog because I am Sugar Berry, physically defensive. If he has Taunt, unfortunate, but he goes for the Earthquake, does literally 0, as I can defog his, I can defog that away, and actually go right for Ice Beam right here. I'm gonna go for the Wish right here versus his Gligar, and I'll be able to Baton Pass that out into my Mienshao. I'll get a slow Baton Pass out with that, and oh, that's even better for me, as he lets me bring out my Mienshao right here. Get off that Wish, get all the way back up to full, and I can knock off plus HP Ice the Gligar, but the better play right here is going right for High Jump Kick, 110%. Hopefully it does connect. Would be very annoying if it does not, but Jump Kick is my better play, as Gligar is going to come out and... Why? I'm just going to U-turn out of there, do a little bit of damage. If he wants to SD up, that is on him, as he chooses to. As long as I block him with... As long as I do some damage to him with Foul Play, I can knock him out with HP Ice anyway. And if he tries and Baton Passes, everything will get hit by a +2 Foul Play. Nothing will live this. Maybe a Shuckle. But, yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind. Don't mind. Don't mind. Why did I fall out of my chair? You guys actually watch me when I'm just like, I don't know. This is an interesting game. But Shuckle is gonna come out, and I'm just gonna Wish, because he is able to infestate me. But I'm gonna Baton Pass out into my Mienshao right here, and bring the thing right back up to where it was. Goes for knockoff, which is actually better for me as well. I think I'm gonna go for my own knockoff, predicting his Gligar now, and I can knock it out with the HP Ice at that range of HP, especially after knocking out his Eviolite. So shouts to my boy Rody coming through, Mienshao coming through. Do please connect. That'd be very nice. I would like to get a win with this team, not bad. And that is gonna go down, and all he has left is his Shuckle, which will go down to the High Jump Kick, but he just forfeits right there. So nice, we got a victory with that team. I'm happy about that. Now the last team is, wow, we're at 52 minutes. Yeah, I told you guys this will probably be over an hour, just because I'm higher up on the ladder. I'm using my actual account. The last team, I just called it Hit Hard, and it consists of a Choice Banded Heracross with, submitted by, well, it wasn't Nub Nub, but he called it Nub Nub, and has enough speed for Crocoon, offensive Nidoqueen, stuff like that, unless they're running max speed, of course. William Tell submitted this Assault Vest Electros, which I thought was pretty cool, especially with a slow Volt Switch into Pokemon like, or even a fast Volt Switch, because I do have Shuckle, but still pretty slow Pokemon. A Volt Switch into a Pokemon like Choice Specs Porygon, for example, or even that Choice Banded Heracross, Hyper Beam. Oh my god, this thing does a hell of a... Call it Hita Fajita. Next up, we got Nidoqueen, a Life Orb variant with Stealth Rock, offensive, which can do some work. Wanted Whimsicott because I needed something to switch into Dragon types. My Assault Vest Electros would not cut in, plus offensive Whimsicott also with Encore, and U-turn giving me some momentum into these hard hitters. Encore stopping something from sweeping me, and last but not least, Trash submitted this Mental Herb Shuckle, which basically rounds it out. I don't really care if I get up Sticky Web. I just want to hit hard with this team. So we're gonna look for a battle, guys. I will pause it until we find one. We'll be right back. Alright, so we have found a battle. Now my opponent's only defogger, or potential defogger, is a Salamence. So I'm going to lead off with my Shuckle. I do have a Mental Herb, so I don't care if his, hey buddy, I unfortunately do not have a colon, so I'm gonna steal his. Well, I do have one in real life, but I'm going to steal his as I can get off this, and this can actually sweep my team, so I'm going to attempt to get up my Sticky Web right here. This is going to go for Waterfall. Thankfully I do get up my Sticky Web, which is nice. I expect him to Ice Punch right here, in all honesty, but I don't need this thing. I'm just going to go for Encore. I'm just going to go right out into my Whimsicott. Unfortunately, he has that Porygon, which is really annoying. I'm going to go for a U-turn, expecting that Porygon to want to come out, as I can U-turn right out into my Heracross right here, and proceed to not really get a kill, but I can either bait in his Azoth or his Salamence, or even his the Blade, which is why I'm actually going to double back out into my Electros to get off a knockoff on this thing. He could also Prankster T-Wave on me, that's also a play, but he goes out into Salamence, which is fine. I'm going to go for Volt Switch right here. He does not have a ground type. Electros is going to be pretty crucial in this game. Getting off damage on this guy is nice as well. What is he talking to? Well, getting off a Volt Switch is really nice in general, as I can Volt Switch on out of there versus his Porygon, and go right back out into my Heracross and actually knock him out with close combat. I could though, I could also make a play. I could go for Stone Edge, predicting that Mence again, but I'm actually gonna double right back out into my Electros. I don't care if he stays in this time. I'll be able to get off a knockoff anyway. And once I knock off that Pokemon, it'd be very, very helpful for me. He could also bring out the Blade, which is something I wanted to bring out. You have to be very aggressive with this team, especially because it's not that good. My goal though is, I like to showcase your guys' sets, but I also want to try and win at least a game with each team. Though if they go 0-2, that's on me. That's not on you guys, because I'm the one who built these teams. Though most of them are rushed. I wish I got up Stealth Rock, man. Too many switches. Too many switches. But double right back out into my Electros as he unfortunately times out or leaves. So I'm gonna pause until he makes a move right back. So he decides to make that double right back out into Salamence, and again, Volt Switch is always my best play. He does not have a Defogger, or he does have a Defogger. He doesn't have a ground type rather, and I can go right out into my Nidoqueen right here and actually get on my Stealth Rock again. He's probably gonna go out into that Porygon, which I do not mind too much. No, don't mind. As I can get on my Stealth Rock and I could also Earth Power predicting his Porygon. I don't know how much it'll do. I'm gonna go for Ice Beam right here, just in case he tries to defog again. As he goes out into his Gator, and can Gator take an Ice Beam plus an Earth Power? I don't think so. I'm assuming he could be Jolly though. Jolly is definitely the one I'm scared of. I'm gonna go out into my Whimsicott right now, and as he is gonna go for Waterfall. Unfortunately, he crits me, and I think I'm gonna go right for U-turn right here. Giga Drain's probably the better play, but I'm gonna go for Giga Drain, yeah. Giga Drain is a better play, as he actually ends up staying in, which is perfect. Gator is gone, and my Stealth Rock are up, which is really, really nice. And that also just breaks the chain that he kept doing over and over and over, as Beedrill is gonna come out, and I'm just gonna go right for U-turn versus Beedrill, as he's gonna do probably the same to me. But I do have Nidoqueen just come out. The fact that he took that Stealth Rock damage is really nice for my Heracross. As Azoth is going to come out, and I think I'm just going to go right for Sludge Wave. If he wants to go for Rocks, that is on him, as he does. And with his Sash being broken, I think Sludge Wave knocks him out perfect. So you have to be a bit aggressive with this. Azoth is gone. Really, really nice for me. And Porygon is going to come out. I want to keep this healthy. Yeah, I do. Go for Earth Power, see how much it does. It does nothing. He's able to recover. I'll go on to my Electros and actually just go right for knockoff right here. Knocking off this thing's a Violite, making him at least less of a threat. I think I'm slower than him as well, which is nice because I get a slow Volt Switch right out into one of my threats. Unfortunately, my Electros is basically gone, but that's cool because it does go down to Stealth Rock, and it's time I show him a real man right here. My boy Porygon Z. If I was Choice Scarf, oh my god. I'm gonna go right for the Tri-Attack, knock out the Porygon, and as the Blade is gonna come out, and I can just sack my Electros and then go right back out into my Porygon and click the Dark Pulse, as Dark Pulse actually destroys everything on his team. And I think with the combination of Encore plus Heracross being at full, I can deal with him. So I'm gonna go right for the Specs Dark Pulse, as Salamence is gonna come out. I do not believe I can survive it at 57%. I could be wrong though, could definitely be wrong, but this is a Specs Dark Pulse, as Salamence is gonna go down. Nice. And I can go right out into my my Nidoqueen right here, as unfortunately he knocks me off. So choose to go for a double knockoff though. I want to lock him into that. I definitely do. I want to lock him into that knockoff, and then proceed to go for. Oh, I'll lock him into Protect. That's even better. I don't care if he switches out either. I'm locking him into that Protect. It's my best play, going for Encore, even if he goes direct into the Blade, which he does not. So I'm going to be able to U-turn out of there. And, no. Moonblast is better. Because it puts him in range of where he cannot switch out due to Stealth Rock. As I'm just going to go right for Encore again. Lock him into that Protect one more time. And, again, just go right for the Moonblast. Unless he gets like a bunch of Protects, he cannot knock me out. So, perfect. The team is doing what it wanted to do. I'm sorry that I'm skipping the turn, by the way. You guys are just seeing the same thing. So he actually ends up going on to the Blade, which is fine. I do not mind that, as I can go right for Moonblast, and I stop him from winning the game. Because I can go right out into my Porygon Z. And even though Heracross would have been better, even though I said at the beginning Heracross could just knock him out no matter what, Porygon is just going to put the team on his back. Sorry that I skipped a few turns right there. I know some people don't like that, but at that point it was just Encore Protect, Encore Protect. I didn't feel like watching the animation for that, but good game, dude. And we're going to look for another game, guys, and we'll end it after that. So what are we at? Wow, we're at an hour already, so I'm going to pause it. It's crazy how fast time goes by when you're playing Pokemon. Especially when you're enjoying it. I love that I'm using these sets, and I find it so fun, especially when they win. So hit hard, hit hard. Porygon Z, did Porygon Z kill everything besides what Nidoqueen killed? I think so. So I'm pause until we make find another battle. Bear back. All right, so we have found the final game, and unfortunately, I'm trying to say U2. That's what my U2 comes out as. But my opponent has an Espeon. Other than that, he doesn't have anything to deal with hazards. So I think I'm actually going to lead off with my Shuckle and go for knockoff turn 1, depending on what he leads off with, as it is Mamoswine. And I'm actually going to go for knockoff just in case he wants to go out into that Espeon. He doesn't have to necessarily. He really doesn't have to. He's going for Earthquake, as I'm able to break his potential sash with the knockoff, which is really nice. Actually break his Choice Band. Wow, that's Choice Banded. Electros is my best play no matter what. As he actually ended up staying in. Does he not care if I get up Sticky Web? But he goes for Absolute Crash as it is a 2 KO. Oh, good lord. I did not expect that to 2 KO. Why didn't I expect it to 2 KO? That thing is a monster. That's bad. That's bad. This thing blows him back, but what don't I need? I'm gonna go back out into my Shuckle. Right here. I'm gonna attempt to get on my Sticky Web. He crits me, which is nice, because now I can't live the next hit. Nice, he misses. So we get some revenge right there, as my Sticky Web are going to be up this entire game. Though this Mamoswine is still a problem and a half. I'm going to attempt to go for my... Oh, wow. I got on my Stealth Rock as well because he double misses. I'm just going to spam knockoff right here, as he can knock... Click Earthquake, bro. Oh, man, these things are crazy. But, unfortunately, I think I have to go out to Heracross and click Close Combat at this point. I also risked a flinch as well from his Icicle Crash. I don't know why he wasn't clicking Earthquake. I knocked off his item. I also don't know why he didn't go out into his Espeon right there, but I flinched. Is he adamant? That has to be adamant damage. What the hell? I don't want to sack everything on their mom to this thing, though. Alright, Electros, you've done your job this game, which was come in. I'm really behind because this guy is very adamant about... because this guy doesn't like to switch out. Well, even when it's kind of his better play. But thankfully he doesn't go for the flinch right there, as he was actually jolly, as I can knock him out with these Specs, Tri-Attack, and I think I could still win this game if I'm, just because of Sticky Web and Trick Room are up. Unless he's Scarf Inferno, then I just lose. But he has no normal resist on his team, so Porygon can definitely come through, as that is going to come out, and I can go right out into my... well, Florges is going to come out. I can go right out into my Nidoqueen and just start getting some kills, honestly. Goes for Moonblast. Does he get the special attack drop? Nope. So, I will be able to hit him with the Sludge Wave right here, and his resist consists of Pokemon that get destroyed by it. So, as Suicune can come out. This is a modest, timid attack. Unfortunately, does not do enough, as I believe I have to go right out into my Whimsicott right here. Do I risk the roll? No, I don't. No. Don't be stupid. I've already let my entire team, even though he let me get up my Sticky Web as well as my Stealth Rock. That crit was annoying, but you know, he didn't. Thankfully it didn't. Thankfully he missed twice in a row. But I'm able to go out to my Whimsicott. Just gonna go right for Giga Drain right here, as Espeon is gonna come out. Do not mind that. Maybe he expected an Encore or something, but he lets me weaken his Espeon, which is really nice. Some dual screen type of thing. I have to go for Giga Drain anyway, as I... oh my god, I got a crit. I'm so sorry, dude. King Lamar, bro. I am ridiculously sorry about ridiculously sorry. I'm just gonna go for Moonblast as well, scouting what type of infant this is, as he's gonna go right for Fire Punch and knock me out, but I can just go right out into my it wasn't Choice Scarf, so that's nice. So I can go right out into my Nidoqueen and just spam it could have been Choice Scarf actually. Might have been a stupid play, but he wasn't, and I'm able to knock him out with the Sludge Wave. I can actually just spam Sludge Wave at this point, as Suicune is gonna come out. It's gonna take the damage to put him in range of Sludge Wave, so and then I could just spam Tri Attack with my, if that didn't work, I could have just spam Tri Attack with my, or I can spam Hyper Beam actually. Oh, wow, wait, I hope you Sunspore me and Paralyze. This was a really hacksy game as the last game. He actually ends up going for a Leech Seed, so maybe he doesn't have Sunspore. I'm able to knock him out with the Sludge Wave, and Morgus is going to come out. Oh my god, Saltec, bro. Calm down. This is why... this is why Pokemon is a crazy game, man. Pokemon, I swear, is RNG chess. Like, it's better to save my Nidoqueen, that way I'm not Leech Seed. So I'm gonna go out to Nub Nub, as he is gonna go right for Moonblast, and oh man, I'm going out to Porygon Z and clicking Hyper Beam, because this guy's about to fall over. So Cassius gone. What a great way to end the live. Good game, dude. Definitely a super hacksy game, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. It was fun. I got to get the kill with Hyper Beam on my Porygon, which is really fun. That Mamoswine though was disgusting. But thank you everybody for watching. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed. Remember, it does help my channel grow. I really very much appreciate the support that has been happening with this series, even though it's only been one episode now. This is the second episode, but I'm really happy that it's going well and that you guys are enjoying it. So of course, leave your RU sets down below. Next sub hub will be RU, will be uploaded next Sunday, and until next time, guys, later.